Good morning. Ooh. How are you guys? Glad to see you. It's Friday. Oh,
Yeah, I know, huh? It's good. That's Friday, huh?
it really is.
We ain't got no more school after that. Good with that for 2 days.
Yep. To rest and not have to worry about much of anything.
Yup, I ain't got to worry about no work.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty nice. Just being able to relax for a little bit. But I have papers to grade, so. All right, I'm gonna do attendance. You guys are supposed to work on assignment that you may need to finish. So let me get this started. Did anybody watch the debate last night?
What debate?
What debate?
Yeah, what debate?
Oh, you guys are
I
not
watched it.
keeping up with the internet with the
No,
presidential.
no, I don't really keep up with that president stuff.
Oh
I
my!
don't care about
That-
politics.
That doesn't really keep me informed about all the stuff that's happening right now.
I know, but they're also making decisions about your future and your lives. Who's going to be the best person to do that?
I don't know. Whoever decides that we go back to school, that's who.
Well, can't go back to school until they do something with controlling COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't want anybody getting sick.
So we're gonna have fun today, right? Like no work, right? We're just gonna do all fun stuff, right?
No, this is English. We are reading and grading. Not
I
today.
read all day,
What?
but I read all day.
For all the assignments that we get done this quarter, then we're going to start having those fun days. Like I told you, we're working on, I think Miss Davis is putting together a survey for you guys.
But I got everything done already though, so I like.
That's good. So this afternoon, we should be able to do something fun, but this morning we are working.
Why? Oh my God, working is like.
It's tough.
It's tough, but you know what? Life is tough and you guys are learning how to deal with it. That's a good thing.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but like.
Oh,
It's 4 in the Roman numeral like this.
Oh, what's up, Raphael? What you doing?
yeah.
Nothing much. Tired.
Yes, it is.
Huh.
It's
I woke up that morning. I don't even know how.
God dang.
All right.
Tired.
You guys work on your stories.
What stories? Wait. What stories? I'm so confused now.
The ones,
Bro, you did not pay attention in
Essays.
class.
No, I do. It's just kind of hard to remember stuff.
the essays, make sure that they
Oh,
are,
the stories. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
today we are starting our final copies of those, so,
Okay, got it.
okay? So let me get attendance done. You guys work, and I will be right back with you. Oh, this one needs to be. Oh,
You know what we should do at the end of the day?
what?
We should do Kahoot at the end of the day.
Do you want to do Kahoot or do you want to do something different?
Nah, Kahoot is always fun because we're all so competitive, so it's also
Yeah, that's true.
it's all funny.
Okay,
Christian, especially you.
you guys
Hey.
get your work done and I will let you do Kahoot this afternoon,
Let's go.
okay?
That goes to you, Christian, so you better do your work.
I do my work. I don't know what you're talking about. I got everything done already.
That's
I don't know-
cap. That's cap, Christian. Why you capping?
Why you
bro?
capping, Trey? Why you capping? Why you
Why,
capping?
why are you capping, bro?
I don't
Alright.
cap.
Back to what you need to do. Get your work done, get your reflection done. You guys are doing great stuff, okay? Get those completed. I'm gonna do attendance. Oh. Hold on.
Wait. Miss Huff, isn't like the story about like the about what story is it about again? Is it about the Mariposa one, right?
That's one of them. The other one is the myths and legends.
Oh yeah, so I already did the myth and legends, but the next one is just the Mariposa one, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was just trying to remember. I didn't it's kind of hard to remember everything.
It's okay. I know there's a lot to remember. You're fine. And don't forget to put the Putin in there.
The what?
The Putin, the monster.
All right,
P-E-U-T-H-E-N.
thank you. Wait, it's 3 paragraphs like the last one was, right?
The one for the Putin, for the Mariposa, yeah.
It's 3 paragraphs.
Yeah. Beginning,
right.
middle, and an end.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. You have 8 minutes to work on assignments.
Wait, Miss, what is the lesson for today?
We are going to do the final copies of our writing assignment.
Okay.
We're going to do chapter 4 with a reflection.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Miss, can I get up and get water real quick?
Yes.
Thank
You're welcome. Thank you for asking. Let's see. 2 more minutes. All right, we're gonna get ready to do announcements. I am unlocking the peer review for those of you who are still trying to finish it. It will be unlocked just during school hours. It was supposed to have been closed yesterday. So if you still need to do that, please do it now. Because it will be locked again later. All right, we're gonna do our announcement now. Where did it go? All right. Hang on. No worries, Raphael. Okay. Announcements. Here we go.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now the Be Kind Pledge. I pledge to be encouraging, be supportive, be positive, be helpful, be honest, be considerate, be thankful, be responsible, be respectful, and to be a friend. It's Friday, so you know that means it's pizza day. Come on up between 10:30 and 12:30 and grab your lunch today. Remember, we feed all kids under the age of 18 at no cost while we are doing virtual learning. Come on up and grab some pizza slices for you and your younger brothers and sisters. Thank you. Attention 8th graders, today is the deadline to get all of your information in for the Superintendent Student Council. We have a few incredible candidates and we'd always like to have a few more. So if you're an 8th grader and you'd like to put your name in the ring for the Superintendent Student Council, please get on Google Classroom, fill out all the required documents and get those over to Carrie Polmeyer in the district office. All of her email address and all the information is in your Google Classroom in Mr. T's class. So get that in, guys. We have a lot of great leaders in 8th grade. I'd like to see more candidates. Get them in today. Thank you. Don't forget, we are right in the middle of our book fair, and this year our book fair is online. I'm on the website now. Go to scholastic.com/BF/Pendergast Elementary School. It's now through November the 1st. Free shipping, and look at this. You can check out all these books and shop in the store. And we're going to be giving a few books away, but if you missed the book fair and you want to grab some books and help our school out because we get some of the profits, please go on the book fair. Awesome books on the book fair website here. And remember, some of the profits go to Pendergast School to help you guys out when you get back. So again, scholastic.com/BF/Pendergast Elementary School for the book fair. Lots of great stuff in all different grade levels. Let's see what 3rd grade has. I bet it's awesome. Grumpy Unicorn, Babysitter Club. I'm sure there's Captain Underpants and Dog Man and all sorts of cool stuff. Get on the book fair website today, guys. Thank you. We have some shining stars for sight words for Miss Mary's class. Valentina, you're a shining star. And Eli, you're a shining star. And Natalia, nice job, guys. You are excellent readers. Now check out these Lexia Superstars. Suzette Garcia Quiros, you are a Lexia Superstar. Suleika Mendez Villa, you are a Lexia Superstar. Galilea Osuna, you are a Lexia Superstar. Sonali Singh, you are a Lexia Superstar. Felipe Mendez Contreras, you, sir, are a Lexia Superstar. We have a shout out for Miss Huff. Congratulations to the following students for completing Power Up or recently completing 2 whole sections. These folks finished Power Up the whole program last year. Rafael Garcia, Jacqueline Salamandia, Bianca Vasquez, Crystal Chavez, Sebastian Hernandez. And these folks completed 2 whole sections already. Martin Castro Anaya, Josephine Platt, Leonaya Valenzuela. Congratulations, guys, you rock. We have a couple rock stars in Miss Capco's class as well. Angel, Anna, and Ivan. They passed lessons in Imagine Math. Great job, you guys. You are rock stars. Miss Brooks' class also are rock stars. They had perfect attendance yesterday. Congratulations. They got a potato head piece. Also, we have Imagine Math superstars in her class. Manuel, Santiago, Analea, Alexander, Ashley, Diego, Adrian, and Zaitorian. You guys are amazing. Trivia from yesterday. Lots of you knew that the country shaped like a boot is Italy. Congratulations to the following: Gabriel and Mr. Aguinaldo's class, Alexander Lopez, Angel Juliet Sonali, Jesus Serna said Texas, from Miss Cassie, Annie, Micah, Jayla, from Miss Capco, Stephanie, and Alejandro, from Miss Jasper, Kaylee, Bernard, Jaden, Giovanni, Alexander, Perla, Claudio, Julian, and Galilea. And we got Victor Alvarado. Nice job, Victor. And let me see, Denise from Miss Medrano. And Zaira said Italy also. Congratulations to you guys. Trivia question for today. What is the name of the campaign that helps encourage students across the U.S. to be drug-free and to commit to a healthy lifestyle? Good luck with this one. This week is coming up soon. Good morning, Pendergast staff and students. Today is Friday, October the 23rd. It is a beautiful morning out. The weather's finally starting to change on us. Be sure to get outside and do something nice in the fresh air. If not today, please do it this weekend because the weather's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss the fresh air. We're all cooped up on Zoom all day. That's no fun. Don't become a Zoom zombie. Get outside and do something in the fresh air. Thank you for getting up with us. I wish you were here on the playground with me this morning because the weather's so nice. But we'll be back very soon. Thank you for getting your work turned in. Remember, this is the fresh start of the second quarter. Right now, everyone has a 4. Right now is the fresh start, first week of the second quarter. As long as you got your work in and you're doing great, you have a 4 right now. Everyone starts off with a 4. It's those folks that stop turning work in that start to slip and the grades start to slip. So remember, ask for help. You should be in small groups during those asynchronous times. So make sure you are asking for help and you're getting help from those teachers and you're getting your work turned in as soon as it's due so we can give you those grades that you deserve and we can make sure that you're learning as well. Not many announcements. Miss Nancy and I are cooking up something awesome for Halloween next Friday with costumes and a spinning wheel and prizes. So if you're gonna do Halloween this year, you're getting a costume. Next Friday, we're gonna have you come up and pick up your meals with a costume on. And if you do, you get to spin a wheel of prizes. So again, stay tuned the next couple of days for more announcements on that. But for next Friday, start looking for your costumes now if you're celebrating Halloween this year, and we'll have you come up. And we're also going to do something special on Zoom during your asynchronous times as well. Not many announcements today other than hello, have a great day, have a great Friday, have a great weekend. Go Cardinals this weekend. World Series Game 3 is tonight, so we hope you enjoy that. But again, the weather is too beautiful not to be outside. Do something outside, even if it's walking around your backyard, guys. You want to get out and enjoy this fresh air, breathing in the air. It smells so fresh. Get outside, enjoy the weather, have a great weekend. Make great choices even when no one's watching, because someone usually is. Have a great day.
Even when no one is watching. All right, let's get started with our lesson. Today we are going to be looking at our final copies of our 2 essays. Okay, so where did I put it? In your Google Classrooms, there is the final narrative essay. We're going to do one for today, and that one is the narrative. So if you did the draft, it's a simple thing of copying and pasting. You have a final copy document that was sent to you. You need to open that. Once it opens up, you're going to see a template there. This is for the narrative with the Puchin in it. You need to put your name up here in the top. So I hope everyone's looking. Put your name up here. Do not change the rest of this. Just put your name at the beginning. So it's your name, ELA, final copy. That way I know which story you're doing. Now you have these titles up here. You're going to be able to change that. You can change your picture out. And then you can copy and paste your draft into the document. You just delete the words and everything. So you're going to delete and you can change your picture. Your title, I'm going to show you what that should look like.
Is this for the Puchin one?
The Puchin, yes. So this is what I did with mine. Was that a question? No? Okay. I put my title, Trust in Time by Pamela Huff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that and I will move it to the center. So these 3 buttons here will show you other options that you have for moving and highlighting and all of that. You have to do size 15 and everything should be Times New Roman when you're doing a story. So I'm gonna center my name and my title. Then I'm gonna select everything, select all, and I'm going to go here to the plus sign, oops, not the plus sign, in the middle, and I'm gonna select 12 because all of your words have to be size 12 for the essay, okay? So I'm gonna put 12, that way everything is the correct font size. Now I need to make sure that the font itself is correct and it needs to be Times New Roman. So I'm gonna go to the font, select Times New Roman, okay? So now everything is Times New Roman and it's size 12. After that, I'm gonna unselect this and go down to my story. If you notice there, it looks like there's a line between each sentence area. I'm going to select what is not, does not have the lines there. Select that, and I'm going to go up here to this double arrow that says line spacing. Click on that, and I'm going to select double space. Okay, very simple. Double space your words. That way it's easier to read, it's not all jumbled up, and it looks better on the page. Okay, now all I did was copy and paste this part of my story from my draft, copied it all, pasted it into the new document. And if you remember I have to move this. For your assignment, the page that you're given has this image on it, this person with their back to you. I'm changing my picture to a different picture that goes with my story. So I just made this one small. I'm gonna get rid of it because I don't want to lose the space. But now I'm gonna get rid of it after I have put my other picture in. And this picture needs to be centered. So I'm gonna go back to my line spacing, click on that. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, no, this one. Alignment, go to align, and I'm going to go to the one that says center align, and I'm gonna center it. That way it's in the center of my page. Okay? So just a couple of things. Put your title by you, your name, first and last. Make sure that you select everything. Go to edit and hit select. And you're going to put 12 for the size and Times New Roman for the font. And then you're going to make sure that the title and your name is centered. So you go to the 3 dots, open it up, and center it. Center align. Then you're going to select just your text, and you're going to make sure that you double space it, which is this 2-way arrow. Click on it and click double space. All right. Are there any questions about that? This video that we're doing right now will be on this week's daily agenda. So if you're not sure how to do this, go back and look at what I did to make your document correct. Now, the thing that you have to do yourself is you have to make sure that your text gets indented, because this is all going to be over to the left side. So you have to put your cursor there. Let me show you what it looks like. Put your cursor at the front of your paragraph, and then you're going to hit tab one time, and that will indent your paragraph. And if you remember, any talking spots, you have to indent those as well. So here I have the Puchin talking. I made sure that I indented the dialogue, and then I indented the next paragraph portion. Okay? Because this one, this paragraph is separate from the dialogue. Okay, so that's your Summer of the Mariposas chapter 12 rewrite. Make sure you have your conclusion and the entire story there. And find a cool picture. You can find a picture as long as you cite who actually did the picture. And Danny Hoots did my picture. All right. So right now you have 10 minutes. You can take a look at it and start copying and pasting what you have. And then the rest of the day you can work on fixing it. Ask me questions. I'm here to help you. You have 10 minutes. I'm going to put on the music and you have 10 minutes to work. Questions, you can put it in the chat, ask me questions, or you can just raise your hand or something. All right, I am here to help. Begin, 10 minutes now. I'm gonna put the directions of what we are doing right now in the chat. So if you are not sure of what we are doing, check the chat so that way you know what to do. Just for now, Alessandra, that's what we're doing for the next 6 minutes.
Name it again, Miss?
What?
Do we name it?
Yes, you're gonna name it. Give it a
What?
title.
What do we name it, Miss?
Whatever you want. It's your story. Okay? It's your creative story. You do not have to put a picture in if you do not want to. That is your choice. You can just delete the pictures. Martin, you're going to double space. Go to those 3 dots. Go to the double arrow up and down. Click on the 3 lines and click double space. Okay? It's very easy. You select what you want to double space, make sure it's all double spaced, and use this little arrow with the 3 lines on it. Okay? When you double space, it makes it look very nice. All right. Finish this as soon as you can. It's mostly corrections that you need to make, and then submit it. Okay, this is the first one. We'll do the other one on Monday because next week we're going to start drafting our argumentative essay. That one's going to take a little while to explain to you, but we're going to finish these two essays so that that way you have them to go on to the web page. All right. Are there any questions before we move on? I will attach my copy to the Google site so that that way you also have it as an example. Okay. Right now we're going to do the omnivore's dilemma. You need to make sure you have your composition book so that we can do a quick reflection. Yesterday we finished with chapter 3. Today we are doing chapter 4. You should have completed your reflection on page 142. Today's reflection will be on page 143. Come on, just open. So pay attention. If there's anything that you have questions about, put it in the chat and we can talk about it as soon as this video is over. And I will give you your reflection question as soon as we are finished. Hold on. Okay. So here's chapter 4. Too far. Hold on. Right there. Food on the ground. Okay, here we go. And I'm looking at the chat in case you have questions.
Chapter 4, The Grain Elevator, Food on the Ground, page 52. One wet spring afternoon, I visited the grain elevator in Farmanville, Iowa. That's where George Naylor hauls his corn each October. The sky was a soft gray and it was drizzling lightly. My car rumbled across the railroad tracks. Grain elevators are tall, hollow concrete tubes, like silos. They are the tallest buildings by far in this part of Iowa. You can see them for miles, but what stood out on this gray day was a bright yellow pyramid the size of a circus tent pitched near the base of the elevator. It was an immense pile of corn left out in the rain. The year before, farmers in the Midwest had had a bumper corn crop. It was too much for the elevators to handle, so some was just dumped on the ground. Even now, 7 months later, there was still a huge pile. As I walked around it, I saw golden kernels everywhere, ground into the mud by tires and boots. Most of this grain is headed for factory farms and processing plants, so no one worries much about keeping it clean. Even so, it was hard not to feel that something was deeply wrong at the sight of so much food left out in the rain. The next afternoon, I met a Mexican-American crop scientist named Ricardo Salvador, a professor at Iowa State University. He told me he'd had a similar reaction the first time he'd seen kernels littering Iowa's roads in October. Farmers haul their corn to town in big open wagons that scatter a light rain of corn behind them. Salvador said the sight of so much corn on the ground made him feel sick. In Mexico, for thousands of years, corn was honored as a source of life. Even today, he said, you do not let corn lie on the ground. To do so would be considered almost sinful. Salvador's reaction, like mine, came about because we were looking at corn the old-fashioned way, as a food. But the businesses that run the grain elevators in the industrial food chain do not look at corn as food. They look at it as a commodity, something to be bought and sold. The corn at the grain elevator was not the same kind of corn you or I eat when we have corn on the cob. What George Naylor grows and what was in the pile by the elevator is a type called No. 2 field corn. These kernels are hard to eat, but if you soak them in water for several hours, you'll finally taste like lightly corn-flavored starch. It is not a food for human beings. It is the raw material out of which the industrial food chain makes beef or chicken or high fructose corn syrup or maltodextrin. Corn, the commodity, page 54. Before the railroads crossed America, corn was brought and sold in burlap sacks. More often than not, the sacks bore the name of the farm where the corn had been grown. You could follow a sack from a farm in Iowa to the mill in Manhattan, where it was ground into meal, or to the dairy in Brooklyn, where it was fed to a cow. This made a big difference. Consumers knew who was growing their food. They knew exactly what it was and where it came from. With the coming of the railroads and the grain elevator, the sacks suddenly became a problem. It is a lot easier to break the corn down into kernels and pump it like a liquid into the grain elevators and into the railroad cars. The sacks and the names of the farms had to go. Corn from hundreds of different farms was now mixed all together in a great golden river. The river of corn would flow from the farms to buyers anywhere in the world. Since the buyer couldn't know whose corn they were purchasing, the Chicago Board of Trade made up a category called No. 2 field corn. Any batch of No. 2 corn was guaranteed to be as good as any other No. 2 field corn. The river of corn, page 55. At the height of the harvest, the grain elevator in Farmanville runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When George Naylor delivers his truckload of corn, it is weighed and graded, and his account is credited with the day's price per bushel. At that point, it is no longer George Naylor's corn. It becomes part of the vast river of corn flowing out of the Midwest towards your supermarket. I watched a pile of corn pour into a railroad hopper car painted with Cargill's blue and yellow logo. That car was joined to a train more than a mile long, holding 440,000 bushels of corn. Yet that number is a tiny fraction of all the corn produced in the United States. America's farmers produce 13 billion bushels of corn a year. That's up from 4 billion bushels in 1970. The supply of corn is usually far greater than the demand for corn, so new uses must be found for it all the time. People have to consume it in new ways, in new kinds of processed food. Animals that never ate corn before must be taught to eat it. We have to turn it into ethanol fuel for our cars. We have to get other nations to import it. My plan when I came to Iowa was to somehow follow George Naylor's corn on its path to our plates and into our bodies. I should have known that tracing a single bushel of industrial corn is as impossible as tracing a bucket of water after it's been poured into a river. Making matters still more difficult, the Golden River of corn is controlled by a tiny number of corporations. It has been estimated that Cargill and ADM together buy somewhere near a third of all the corn grown in America. These two companies guide corn's path every step of the way. They sell the pesticides and fertilizers to the farmers. They operate most of America's grain elevators. They ship most of the corn exported to other countries. They mill the corn into its different parts to be used in processed food. They feed the corn to livestock and then slaughter the corn-fattened animals. Oh yes, don't forget, they also help write many of the rules that govern this whole game. Yet, in spite of their size and power, Cargill and ADM are almost invisible. Neither company sells products directly to consumers, so they don't advertise. They work in secret and seldom cooperate with journalists. Both companies refuse to let me follow the corn river as it passed through their elevators, pipes, freighters, feedlots, mills, and laboratories.
Do you think there might be something going on if these companies are secret and they don't even let the journalists come in? What's happening behind those closed doors? Why won't they let anyone see that corn?
Because it's a secret.
Experimental corn.
It is a secret, but what's
That's why they're not letting them go through them. That's why.
Oh, but that stuff's supposed to be coming to us and being put in our bodies.
What gets put in our bodies?
The corn, the liquefied golden corn.
Oh, corn. Oh, corn. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about.
Oh, I didn't know it was about
They're
corn.
helping to make the rules for it.
Okay. Well, obviously they put something in the corn.
We don't know that. We don't know what's happening with that corn. They're not sharing.
90,000 kernels, page 57. Let's imagine a bushel of number 2 field corn. One bushel holds about 90,000 kernels. Those kernels could come from dozens of different farms. Some might be George Naylor's Pioneer Hybrid 34H31. Some might be his neighbor's genetically modified variety called 33P67. Some might be kernels grown with atrazine, an herbicide or weed killer now banned in Europe but widely used in the US. Those might be mixed with kernels grown into another herbicide, metalocker. In the industrial food chain, it doesn't really matter. It's all number 2 corn. Where do those 90,000 kernels wind up? Since all number 2 corn is treated as though it's exactly the same, we don't have to follow Naylor's kernels. We just have to follow the main branches of the river of corn as it flows and divides through the industrial food chain. As you see, most of those kernels wind up being fed to animals. Much of that goes to feeding America's 100 million beef cattle. And the place they are fed is the American factory farm. The factory farms take the raw material, corn, and turn it into another product, meat. If you count all the chickens, pigs, and fish, there are hundreds of millions of food animals raised on factory farms every year. These animals once were raised on family farms and ranches. Now they are gathered together in great eating camps where they consume the mounting pile of surplus corn. One of the strangest parts of the industrial food chain is the way it forces some animals to eat corn. And the saddest example of this might be what it means for cows. The cow is by nature not a corn eater. Getting cows to eat a corn diet takes a heroic effort on the part of the factory farm. But the river of surplus corn is waiting, and so the cows must be forced to consume it and turn it into beef you and I can buy. Enter the corn-fed American steer.
Wow. So we are now on chapter 5. Cows are not made to eat corn, but they are being forced to eat it. And then we end up eating that corn because of the cows.
Chapter 9, Part 2.
Oops.
Where's the...
Stop that. All right. So in your journals, on page 143, I have some questions that you need to answer, and I will put these in the chat. Oh, very interesting, Raphael. So E85 produces more power when cars run on it. Do you want to tell the class about that?
To be honest, I'm not really sure, but I just know that, like, let's just say for an example, like a Mustang, like Ford Mustang, you get it, it already comes like from the dealership with, like, it already runs on gas. And then to like make more power or whatever, like you want to like do something to it, you can just like run it on E85 only, not just gas, just E85.
Oh, interesting. That makes it go faster.
I mean, kind of. It just gives the engine more power and stuff.
Oh, very interesting. Another corn type product. Ethanol is made from corn too. So that's why they make that. It goes into our cars as gas. So corn is totally everywhere. Let's reflect on that, because I did not know that corn was used this much. So how is the author influencing how we think and feel about corn? Okay, we're gonna write about this in our reflections. Let me give you the questions to put in there. Oops, hold on. Word. So in your composition books on page 143, you're going to answer these questions and tell me what you thought of chapter 4. So first, give a brief reflection of what you learned in chapter 4. Okay. Second, answer the following questions. I have to make sure you can see.
All right, that was our reflection, everything, right? We're doing the reflection, everything right now, right?
Yes, on page
Yeah, okay.
143.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Okay.
Okay. So these are the questions. 1, when you go to the supermarket, what do you usually focus on? 52. So why does the author address the importance of cheap food for the public? What's the purpose of that? And 3, how does the author's how does the author's point of view add to our understanding of this? Okay, so those are your 3 questions for your reflection journal. When you go to the supermarket, what do you usually focus on? Why do you think the author addresses the importance of cheap food for the public? How does the author's point of view, how he sees things, add to our understanding of this topic about corn? What are your thoughts about this? So you're answering these questions after you give your brief analysis of chapter 4. What is happening in chapter 4? Okay. All of this is going on page 143. And I will put this into the classroom, Google Classroom for you. Are there any questions about that? No? Does anyone not understand what we're doing? Bobby,
Yeah,
you understand what we're doing?
yeah.
What are we doing? Tell me what we're doing.
Answering the question.
Okay. So Jacqueline, what do you focus on when you go to the supermarket?
Well, I usually focus on like maybe like the freshness of like the fruits or like the vegetables that like maybe like I'm getting or something.
Okay, so you're focusing on the fresh fruit, right? Fresh vegetables. What about you, Sergio? When you go to the supermarket, what are you focusing on? Sergio? Sergio? Sergio's gone. Alessandra, what do you focus on?
Well, mainly first we go to the meat and then we go to the fruit. So I think those two. I don't know.
Meat and fruit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever think that when you pick up a can of soda that it's got corn in it?
No, not really. Because I'm pretty sure if I had corn, I'm
No.
pretty sure it'll taste like corn.
You think?
But I think that like there's a rat in it because I saw a photo that somebody opened a Coke and there was a rat in it.
I've heard of that one. Yeah, that was in the news. Somehow it got in
Oh,
there.
why'd you? No, you didn't give me enough time to save it. Oh my god.
What?
I'm gonna be. Okay, my bad.
All right.
Was it the rat in the Coke or was it the rat in the Mountain Dew? 'Cause I'm thinking of probably an entirely different story.
From what I remember, the news article said that it was inside of a Coke can. It had gotten sealed in a Coke can.
The story I was thinking of is somebody tried to sue Mountain Dew by saying there was a rat inside of the can, but then the people said that would be impossible because by the time the rat gotten in the can and would be shipped out to him, it would have dissolved completely, which scares me. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about Mountain Dew now.
That's
But I am
disgusting.
afraid.
That is disgusting, but and
That is
actually something that can happen because even with Coke, the acid and stuff in the Coke will dissolve whatever is in there too. So I don't know how that could happen to find an active rat.
In Mexico, I heard in the news that a kid opened a can of Pepsi
Uh-huh.
and it had poison in it and the kid died.
Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible.
Those are just rumors. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know.
Well,
it was on the news, so that's
What
why I don't drink Pepsi no more.
I
What
don't
are
drink soda at all. But I do know that when you pour a Coke on a car battery, it will eat away the acid on the car battery. So
really?
that's for real.
Who would do that? That's the thing.
Some people have.
I would. That's kind of fun. Just like wondering what's gonna happen.
Okay, go buy a new battery now.
And then you.
Next thing you know, you're gonna break your
Well,
car.
okay, I still get a file. At least I still found something new, didn't I?
Hey, when
Unexpensive learning.
when you take teeth, if you lose a tooth and you put it into a cup and you pour soda on it, Coca-Cola especially, that the tooth will dissolve.
Oh, okay. Now that's just whoa. That's just
that is gross, bro.
that was just. Whew.
I just remembered.
We used to do experiments like that when I used to teach 3rd and 4th grade.
No, I was right there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait, you would take out the kid's tooth and put him in Coke?
Yeah, you put it in a cup of Coke and you let it sit for a while, and after a while, the tooth will start decaying. Will start dissolving.
Ew.
Pretty gross.
I remember.
Wait, after a while. So how long does it
Give him
take?
to the tooth fairy and try it out with
It
science.
takes a while, but that was when I first started teaching. I don't know if Coke is like that anymore because I don't drink.
Oh,
It probably is.
I don't know. You'd have to try it out and see.
Have you ever went to a dentist? They fearmonger you into not eat, like, drinking soda.
Oh, no, I dentist. The dentist is just the.
You could.
I don't care what the dentist say. When I get out of the dentist, I usually drink soda or something like that afterwards.
You could always take a chicken bone because chicken bones are calcium, and
Chicken.
put it. Yeah, chicken bone. Take a small chicken bone, put it in a cup of soda, and let it sit for a couple of days or a week, and see what happens to it.
What does it go bye-bye?
Experiment.
Or does it get bigger? Does it go like small?
No, it won't get bigger.
Does it go bye-bye?
All right. Alessandra, yes. Copy the questions down and put the question and then put your answer underneath it. Okay. So for everybody, copy the question, write your answer, copy the next question, write your answer. Do that for all 3. Okay. All right. It is 9:29. Is there anyone who needs help with their writing assignments? Because
No, I'm good. I don't need no help with it. It's pretty light work.
It's totally light work.
Yeah, it's like
What?
totally like I understand
Some
every.
people are not done. They're not even finished with their plan and their draft because.
I know, huh? They're so whacked. They're not done with that yet.
So let's get this finished because these 2 assignments are going away.
Wait. How long do we have to do that? Wait, how long do we have until we have to do them?
You have this weekend to do your narrative.
I got homework this weekend.
You got homework right now. You can work on it during your independent time.
Oh, independent time. Yeah. That's what I use my.
Who's the one laughing now, Christian?
I already finished
What are you
it.
talking about? I already finished it. Y'all the ones that haven't finished it yet.
Okay. If
I
you're
already
finished, make sure you submit it, okay?
Yeah.
And
Who's
then
the one laughing now?
do your reflections, okay?
Absolutely no one.
All right, you are free to go do your
That's
work
cap.
unless you have questions,
TikTok again. Why'd you delete it?
okay? See you later. I'll see you at specials.
Miss, for the thing that we're
Christian,
doing the
add it on
narrative,
Snapchat.
can we edit it like a bit, like add a little bit more detail to it or no?
Absolutely. This is your final copy. You want to make it as nice and as thorough as possible.
Okay, that was my only question.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfect.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
See you later. Kimberly, Sergio, are you there? Kimberly, Sergio, are you there? Alessandra?
Yeah, I just need to copy the last question. I forgot.
Oh, okay, no worries. Go ahead. If you need help, just reach out. I'll be here, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
For real this time, not going back.
I'll see you at specials.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.